Alright, what's going on, guys? So, the first weekend of the Modern Warfare 2 beta is over. Weekend 2 coming up this week. I'll do a full review after this second weekend because I get to play on PC and they are apparently going to increase the level cap to 30, so we'll actually get to try out a lot more stuff. But that being said, we did get an update from Infinity Ward about what changes they are going to be making going into the second weekend. So I thought we would cover that. First, it's important to note that they specifically asked for community feedback on the beta. So I assumed that meant they were actually going to be listening to what we had to say. However, it turns out that was a very stupid assumption of me to actually even think for a second that they were going to be listening. So they tweeted out this community update today. And if you go to the page, there is a list of things that they have addressed based off of the weekend 1 feedback. I've picked out the most important ones. If you want to go read through like all of it, because there's a lot of like real small stuff in there. It's on their Twitter page, so you can go check it out. But let's talk about the big three here, right? So let's start with the Minimap, because that is easily the number one topic. So currently in the MW2 beta, we only show enemy player dots when a UAV is active. The design reason for this is we do not want to punish players for firing their weapons. We also want players to actively search out the origin of a gunshot versus just traveling directly to where the dot is on the minimap. We continue to gather feedback on how the game is playing in regards to this topic. So apparently the logic behind this is they don't want to punish players for shooting their guns. Now, maybe I'm just crazy, but you know, I have an idea here, right? I don't know if they've ever heard of this before. I'm not sure how many people on the development team actually play the game, but in Call of Duty, there is an attachment called a silencer or a suppressor, and if you put that on your gun, you don't show up on the minimap as a red dot. And I know that's like a fucking mind-blowing thing. I don't know if they ever thought about that, but that's a pretty easy solution to the problem that they have. So I'm not really understanding why they needed to change the minimap from something that we've had in every other Call of Duty except for the other one that they created. So this is, you know, clearly an idea that only they approve of. The other two studios don't even do this because they think it's stupid, but for some reason, these guys keep trying to push this, you know, new minimap system. Not really sure what the logic is behind it at all. It really doesn't make any sense to me. So let's move on to number 2, the brand new perk system. We've seen varied feedback on the perk package system. Some players love it, and other players feel it's an unnecessary departure from the original system. We feel it's a nice shake-up to how perks work and to the general progression of a match. We've also balanced the ultimate perks to be more powerful as you earn them later in the match. We'll continue testing throughout Beta Weekend 2, including drastically accelerating the earn rate of these to see how players react. Our goal remains improving the flow of all perks ahead of launch. So they don't really have an explanation for this one at all. Apparently, they just wanted to shake up the perk system. Like, who the fuck asked for that? I've never heard that. I'm not even trying to be funny. I have never heard that once in my entire life. Like, hey man, you know what Call of Duty needs to do? What, man? They need to shake up the perk system. Like, I can't even say that without laughing. That's crazy, okay? So it's just absolutely insane. But I guess they're gonna let us earn our perks faster in weekend 2. We'll see how much faster, you know what I mean? Because it might just be 30 seconds, right? And that's not really a meaningful difference. So we'll see what they mean by faster. Hopefully it is a significant amount of time faster, but you know, we'll have to wait and see. And finally, last but not least, we have Dead Silence. Dead Silence is another hot topic, as many players have expressed that they would like to see it as a perk instead of a field upgrade. We believe it is important to gain health that rushers are not able to move at high speeds without consequence. Dead Silence as a field upgrade creates a balance between freedom of movement and predictability of combat. So they will not be making Dead Silence a perk. And I thought the line about not wanting rushers to be able to move is an insane thing to say by them. They're basically promoting camping in their game, and that's not the first time they've said something like that. If you've been watching like the reveal and everything they've been saying on Twitter and all sorts of stuff, they've kind of been hinting at that nonstop, that they've been like kind of promoting a camping playstyle, which is crazy that they're openly just saying that. But here's my take on Dead Silence, right? The only reason that I want it as a perk in this game is because you're just so fucking loud without it, right? If you weren't so loud, I wouldn't care as much, right? Like, let me give you an example. Back in Black Ops 2, barely anyone even ran Dead Silence, even though it was in the game. Unless you were literally like playing S&D, then yeah, you ran Dead Silence. But if you're playing respawns, everyone just ran Dexterity or Extreme Conditioning or Tac Mass, something like that. And you could hear people, but it was difficult to hear people. Like, you would have to really turn your mix amp up, and there would have to be like no other noise going on. Like, there couldn't be like gunshots or a kill streak active or anything like that for you to hear someone. And also, they would have to be very close to you. But in this game, you can hear people from across the map no matter what's going on. Like, you are extremely loud. It's just ridiculous. So that's why I would want Dead Silence as a perk. If they fix that and they make you like much quieter, then I don't really care as much, you know what I mean? So they did say that they are going to turn down the footsteps. Don't know how much they are going to turn them down. It needs to get turned down quite a bit. So we'll see how they handle that. But that's pretty much the update after weekend 1. It's a lot of wait and see right now, I would say. You know, they've made a few like promises that they're going to change some stuff, but it's not clear how much they're going to change it. So we have to just, you know, wait and see. And hopefully they do a better job with weekend 2. So I'll be streaming it all weekend once again. I think it's going to at least be a much better experience because it's going to be on PC, so we'll see how that goes. But that's pretty much it for the video, man. That is the update after weekend 1. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are not already, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Check out my last video if you missed it. We had to discuss the whole Twitch gambling drama that is going on right now. Actually, an update on that. Twitch actually just banned gambling today. At least, like, kind of. Not all the way, but, like, they kind of banned it at least. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that. But that itself was, like, another, like, crazy thing going on. A lot been going on the last couple days. So, yeah, check that video if you missed it. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day, and peace out.